Alright, hello everybody. Hope you're all doing really well. Let's get started. And hope everyone's been having a great week so far. Just started the week, but also hope you had a great weekend. I had a good weekend. I played in another tournament, so had a great time at Portland Punish. Got to play a player from Boston, or from Massachusetts. I don't know if they're from Boston, but they were from Massachusetts, and that was awesome. And we had a good time. Also, Tokyo Game Show is coming up, so we're going to talk more about that later. So anyways, I hope everyone's doing really, really well. We're going to get the room started right now. So 16 players as usual. Passcode 4565 as usual. And I'll be going in first as a spectator. Here we go. Let's all get going into the room. Good to see you all. Devil Ray, hope you're doing wonderful. It was awesome spending this time with you and going to a tournament together and having lunch. Move Quick, always wonderful to have you here. And Phaser Cat Games, good luck on your goal tonight, channeling the Yokozuna Hoshoru tonight and getting a 10-0. The current tournament, good luck. Move Quick says, I'm good at spelling, but there's no way I can spell the state from memory. Spell that state. Gotcha. No problem. So anyways, excellent. We got HB StarCraft. Wonderful. Always wonderful to have you here. I'm glad you can always be available on the Tuesdays. Blurring. Wonderful to have you here with your John today. Whitmer's here with the spirit of the Yokozuna. And then we got Hat Person here. Wonderful. Got more people coming, but I'm going to go ahead and just let everyone know that the room is up. So again, I hope everyone's doing well. I hope you're all excited. This is Tokyo Game Show, and I think tonight, in just about an hour, we've got the RGG Studios is doing an event, but it is going to be focused probably on, on Like a Dragon properties, on the Like a Dragon brand specifically. So the Virtua Fighter stuff is going to be tomorrow night at about 24 hours from now. So tomorrow night's going to be very, very exciting. We already have some info about it. We have some idea of what they're going to be talking about. So we know that they're going to cover some gameplay. They've got an event where they're utilizing Tokido, and the producer, Ryuichi, is also going to be covering some gameplay aspects. We don't know if we're going to get more lore. We don't know. I thought we would probably get some art, maybe a character, or at least maybe some kind of tease. I'm not expecting like a huge trailer, but I'm expecting teases and some materials for people to sink their teeth into, but it looks like they're going to be focusing on some gameplay at Tokyo Game Show. That said, of course, the more mainstream event would be the Video Game Awards in December, but we'll see what happens, and I don't want to get too many hopes up on that either, because I have no idea what the Virtua Fighter promotion cycle is meant to be like. But we do know that we've got Tokyo Game Show, and it's going to be awesome.
Ready, go!
But yeah, and Massachusetts, yeah, not too hard to spell. But yeah, Massachusetts, you can do MA for short. But Massachusetts has quite a VF legacy, actually. But yeah, it was really nice to meet this player, Viola. She was a lot of fun to fight against, and she played both Lei Fei and Lao, and I had a lot of fun with those matches. So they got to play some of Portland's players as well, and that was excellent. Alright, so now let me inform people on the community Discord that...
Round one. Ready, go!
The room is 01964.
Knockout! Round two. Ready, go!
Alright, Devil Ray's on a short session tonight. I'm on the RGG Summit News Duty. Awesome. No problem. We'll get it going soon so that you can get back towards preparing for the RGG Summit. RGG Summit's a big deal, so I definitely encourage people to watch that while we're doing the league tonight. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think it's going to be very, very fun. So we'll see how that goes. Alright, we've also got Dr. Hugbox is in, Spacetime is in, and we've also got Evoid. Wonderful. It's good to have you all here again. And Rayblade is here as well. Excellent. It's going to be a very fun night. I think it's going to be one of those news busy weeks, I think.
Knockout.
Let's see here.
Round one. Ready, go! Knockout. Round two. Ready, go! Knockout.
All right, we're at 12 people. We got room for 4 more people. Hey, Sisha, so good to see you. I'm doing really good. I hope you've been doing great. Hope everyone's doing really well in your area. I've been hearing about more sessions there, more sessions in the overall region. And yeah, I hope you're doing really, really well. Wish you could go to LA Gathering, or I hope you can go, but it's okay if you can't. But hope VF's been treating you very, very well. I'm doing good. I'm excited. We got the RGG Summit tonight. Then we have tomorrow. We're gonna have Virtua Fighter talked about at Tokyo Game Show. So we've got some news coming tomorrow. We're gonna find out more gameplay details. Anybody wants to share their speculation on what's gonna happen with the gameplay? Feel free. Today was the last day for Sega to take your questions about what to ask the producer. So on the official VF Discord, they might still be having that that going on where you can submit questions that could possibly be asked tomorrow. All right, we got room for one more person in the league. One more person. Let's see who's got it in. Let's see who's gonna take that last spot. And we're starting at just on time. It's almost 7:40 my time. All right, keep it up, move quick. HP StarCraft's been doing awesome during this whole warm-up session. It's really good for everyone to get more and more Shun experience. I've been having a lot of fun. I've been having a good time. Last week on Monday, we were working on our Shun play, and so I've been playing quite a bit of Shun at Casuals, and it's been a lot of fun. Yesterday, I had a really good session with two of the local players. Yolo Waifu played Aoi versus Aoi, and then against Shin Un they played Jackie, and I fought with Akira, with Lao, and with Leon quite a bit. I played other characters too, but those were the ones that were really pushing those matchups to pretty far. Hey Incident, good to see you again. We still got room for one more. You're still in here, so awesome. You're bringing Jackie today. Very, very good. So yeah, I hope everyone's just doing fantastic here. Yeah, I'm glad that you got to experience it offline. That said, I know you've been experiencing VF mostly online with both. Well, now you've played it on both. You played it on PC, but I think you've had a rough connection too. A good one, but it's just not the best connection. But also, you played it on PS4 as well. So you've experienced a wide variety on the netcode, and then you also got to experience it offline. That said, I know how people feel when they do play VF offline. It is a very exhilarating experience. It's really good. But I will remind people that this game, even when you're playing with reactions, the game is so mental stack heavy that you're really playing with a lot of reads, even when it feels like it's playing on reaction, because you're anticipating certain things to happen, and then you're using the way that you play to cut off other options. So it can be an interesting case where players have an interesting mixed feeling about it. But what I will tell you is that as you get higher and higher level, that willingness to do the read, willingness to make a guess is really, really important, and actually is at the core. And that doesn't change between online and offline. But also the reactive play goes up when you know how much you're controlling, and when you understand you're still forcing guesses, you're just kind of really segmenting the scope of those guesses. So it's really important to understand this, because sometimes when players feel the online sensation, it's still VF, but there's a tendency to want to blame that more than the decision making itself. And what I will say is, no matter how much I've played offline and online, the decision making is the key, and it also is true offline as well as online. But I also understand the frustration that players can feel if they feel like if they felt more comfortable reacting at a certain speed than in others. But this game will still force you to guess, even when you think you're playing reactive play. There's a strong guessing element because this possibility space is big. So what ends up happening is you end up it's similar to like when you go to training mode and you do the fuzzy guard training, and you have to understand that's not exactly the same as live training, because you know that there's only two outcomes in that training. You know that the AI is either going to attack or it's going to throw, and because of that, it's easier to react to the throw. When you're in a live situation, there's so much more possibilities that could happen that it's harder to react to the throw, because of all the other things that could happen instead, because of how much they're doing other options that are telling you that fuzzy guard might not work, because of how much you're getting hit by lows or low throws, or they're extending the neutral, and so then you kind of keep yourself sharp even though you've committed yourself. So it's really important to understand that in this game, even that online environment will train you to understand this to a degree. But I've seen some players in their journey want to forsake it, and I'll just say that from a person who cut out online from his diet for a number of years, I regret doing that myself, because I wasn't letting myself develop in other ways that the online could provide. And right now the online is super amazing. It's way better than it's ever been. It's way better than maybe many people remember it. And the ability to react is still very much there, but you also have to prime it. That's why for me, I can react to a lot of crazy stuff online, but it's also because I'm controlling the other elements too. So I just want to put that out, because I've seen some of the players that are getting pretty strong, but also feeling this they almost feel gaslit between the online and offline, and they almost feel like a cognitive dissonance. And sometimes they might think that what I'm saying is not really applicable, but it's like, no, it's really there. And if you watch high level, there's still a strong component where certain options are keeping them from guessing well and keeping them off balance. And that's why even at the highest levels, it might look like so-and-so was missing a certain punish, or their mind was somewhere else, and it was because the other player was using the functional guess to keep them off balance, right? That's why that's why the low back fist from Jackie is kind of essential at the higher level, because you got to use that to keep somebody off balance. You got to break their threshold on willing to do fuzzy guard and willing to be comfortable just taking small hits, right? And at some point, there's a certain number of hits where each player will kind of start to change their option, and those get read. But then you also see the geography matters a lot. So I think in the Asia online qualifiers that we just watched this past weekend, I would say like Shiokara was really nailing people because of the geography, because of where they were in the ring, and they knew that when they're in a certain position, certain decisions were likely to be made, certain guesses, and so that's why you would see Shiokara's opponents get hit by 4-6 P plus K like a lot, even if a lot of people would say usually you evade to Akira's back. And it's because the spots where 4-6 PKG is really terrifying. So yeah.
Knockout.
But so it's definitely an amazing experience. Virtua Fighter is definitely like ridiculously amazing experience offline. But to be honest, the online to me is really big. But I've also, what I would say too is that a lot of the people that notice this big difference, usually they're in area. It seems like they're in areas where their connections were kind of rougher than maybe what I get used to all the time too. But then again, I can do these things with a big online. All right, we are at 7:47. In about 3 minutes, if nobody jumps in to take this final spot, I'll jump in. It'll be a lot of fun. But yeah, but I promise you guys, I'm not gaslighting you. I think online VF really is doing an amazing job. And I think the way Virtua Fighter plays is very different from a lot of other fighters, right? For example, one of the most common rollbacks you're going to see in this game is going to be on evade. All right, so like evade is done by tapping up and then neutral, or down and neutral. And there's sometime you can hold up. There's sometime you can hold down, but it's got to go to neutral pretty quick. Otherwise, it doesn't really register. It's not like you can hold up and then go to neutral. It's not like you can hold down and go to neutral, right? So when you think about that, sometimes people will talk about what they know from other games as rollback netcode. And they'll be like, well, other games do well because, you hold, it'll sustain the direction and input. Okay, but this might be why the evade is the most commonly thing that gets rolled back. Because holding up doesn't help your evade. Holding down doesn't hold your evade, right? It ruins it. You got to do up and then neutral, and then down and then neutral. And so, now that said, we're only talking about a few frames. So it's probably rare that this happens. But what I'm trying to say is that the logic that's being used in Virtua Fighter, a game that's the controls are left at neutral and you tap directions really fast and let go, and its input buffer is designed to interpret what the player meant when it actually accidentally double taps certain things versus when it doesn't, and how fast it does it. This game's input buffer does a lot of interpreting. From my experience, Tekken does way less interpreting, and that's why it's easy to ruin your technique in Tekken, like Korean backdash, or whether it knows if you're Brian Fury and you want to sway, and if that's going to ruin your Korean backdash, right? It's a little stricter on it, and it doesn't do as much fudging. VF's input buffer actually does quite a bit of fudging, and that's where things like rollback, if it's being kicked in enough, is likely to cause the input buffer to go wonky. And also why I hit them, no, they actually evaded, is a very common rollback. All right, we are 1 more minute. So after this game, if nobody joins in, I'll jump in. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it, but I'm happy with it. So yeah, so I think the rougher your connection is, the more you're going to deal with those, is what I'm going to say. And I would say that there's a strong correlation in my experience from the players that have had a rougher experience online, that they're having a rougher experience than at least what I get with a lot of players. And that's okay, because that just means that online is a rough environment. But it also means that in some games, some games are designed so that okay, we were going to move back anyways, so back is working really good. But some games are really good on the lightning fast stuff, right? They're really good on like Party Third Strike, and people tell me Third Strike fight on rollback is pretty good. They don't go into details about it, but they tell me no, it's really good on that, and that's what I would have used to measure because, you know, unlike a Just Defend, you could roll back, that'd be okay. But Third Strike Pari is a bit more distinct, right? When you're tapping forward and tapping down to Pari. So I haven't played Third Strike online, so I don't know if it really feels like, quote unquote, feels like offline. But that's one of the things that would have been what I would have wondered, how good does the netcode work when it's managing paris. But I do think that I do think Revo's netcode has definitely. Here's what I think Revo's netcode has done, because I think Revo's netcode has been quite amazing and has been, and we are seeing probably the fastest growth in general new players playing VF, like getting strong faster, and strong players from other games getting comfortable. And I do think because the rollback is working, and that because they feel like they can respond, like it's not hard for me in delay-based netcode to block a low punch and respond, because I know that's what's supposed to do, and I know how it's supposed to feel. And I think during Ultimate Showdown, a lot of newer players had trouble feeling that because they didn't know how it should feel. They had an idea, but they didn't know it for sure, right? I know it from my experience. I know it from fighting so much offline. I know it from playing at a high level. And I know, you know, back in the day we'd go like, why does the East Coast play faster? It was because the East Coast were buffering way earlier than a lot of West Coast players would buffer. You know, like, so that was the thing. East Coast was known to be really fast. All it meant was they were buffering really fast. Whereas the West Coast, maybe it's our mentality, maybe it's how laid back we are, but a lot of us on the West Coast, we're not buffering that fast. It would take me a day to adjust, and then suddenly I realized, okay, I gotta buffer fast. And because I traveled the East Coast a lot, that, you know, I was playing that fast too. All right, I am going to jump in here. Please do not hit OK. I am going to switch to player. Alright, we are in. Good luck, have fun. Let's see if anybody crashes. Do we see a crash? I see no crash. See no crash. Let me know if you see a crash. I'm going to look for it in the chat log. But I see no crash. We'll know if we have a crash then. That. Yeah, that can be maddening for sure. So SF3 handles KOs? I gotcha. That's really interesting. That would be obnoxious.
Round one. Ready, go!
Very nice. Very nice. I like it. Keep this up, Incident. That was a lot of fun. I really love hearing Monica's feedback on the netcode too, and their experience, because it's really important. And of course, the experience that matters to a lot of people is going to be from peers. But I will definitely say that Revo's netcode has been it has been a game changer, and it's also let people know, like, they've had much more feeling like that they're doing what they think they should be doing, and they're seeing it right away, and they're understanding that speed difference a little better, because that was a big deal. I think the thing is I know what to do, so it's easier for me to do it, and for teaching players that. Teaching players, the ones that were having an easier time, were the ones that were actually just listening and trusting what I was saying, right? The ones that were having a harder time, like, I think they were having a harder time seeing the evidence because the netcode, because there was an article of faith. Alright, that was a really fun battle, Incident. Really fun battle. It's like, you know, you're applying some mental pressure on me when you see me slow down and not able to talk while fighting. But normally I can fight. I can fight and talk at the same time. Even against the strongest players, it just depends on which gears I have to use. There are some gears that require me to use the conscious mind, and there's some gears where I can process what I need almost subconsciously. And so you had, on the second round, you had me pressed on the, I needed to be conscious to get through that. It's good. Jackie's really fun, and it's really good. Actually, everyone should try to learn Jackie at some point. It helps understanding some parts of the game. Also, Dr. Hugbox, congrats on the win against HP StarCraft.
Round one.
Alrighty, Void, let's see what you're gonna do. Oh, I like that. The zone into 6K was very good. Very good. I like that. Use the 4P. And then the K plus G switches stance. That's important to know. Very good.
Knockout. Round three. Ready, go!
Very good, Void. Void's playing awesome. Excellent neutral throw. Alright, I'm gonna lose this one. Let's see what we do here.
Ready, go!
I like that. I like that too. Excellent. That was an awesome battle, Void. That was an excellent win. Really, really good stuff. Loved it so much. Good game. Very good game. I like the throw choice here. I like going with the back throw on the finish here. That was excellent. That was a really, really good game. You did awesome. I like it. I like the different openings too. The first opening was zoning into 6K plus G, and then the second and third were a bit different, and I liked it. So opening plays, those were good, and then the Okizemi was good because you understood that like I was going to respond to the fact that Kage does pressure on it, so I like some of the choices there. Yeah, really good stuff. The K plus G is a really nice one. It's good for me to know that K plus G is going to switch the stance, because that's where a lot of times people might evade the wrong way after K plus G, because it does switch stance. And not just that it switches stance, it's the way that that move attacks feels ambiguous unless you understand that the kicking foot is the front foot. Then that'll change it. So
Round one. Ready, go! Ring out. Round two. Ready, go! Knockout. Round three.
Oh, I like that too. That was really good. I let go at that moment too. That was actually when I let go. I held forward for that whole time until that moment. That was really good. That was an exciting battle, Monica. Really, really good stuff. Good patience. I like the plan you ended up forming. Good stuff. Good game. I do think that your Leon can be a... I mean, this is just more of a stylistic thing. But I think based on how that game went, I think... at least in the second round and possibly in the third round, you could be more aggressive, because I do think there were a few more things working in your favor. But I think it was good. I think it was really good. I really liked when you did use the 4K. That was really good too. Like the spot you used it in. Really good stuff. And I like the way that your side game. So far what I'm seeing of your side game, I like it. The choices you're making in there. I need to make choices like that a bit more myself. I think I saw PP 4P in a really good, interesting spot. So. All right, here we go, Devil Ray. Let's get our good game in before RGG Summit.
Round one. Ready, go! Round two. Ready, go!
Interesting timing. Oh, I love that. I inputted wrong. I wanted to do 8K plus G and I don't know what I got, but there was something else. I see. Okay. This is really good stuff, Devil Ray. I like it. I see what's going on here.
Excellent. Round five. Ready, go!
That was intense. Good game, Devil Ray. Good game. So I wasn't able to capitalize it in the final round, but what I observed with Devil Ray's way of playing is it feels like her way of playing is going to punish evading. So it's like, and it punishes evading in a few different ways. It'll try not to buffer. It'll delay like a lot, and then it'll use some full circulars in certain spots. And so like even if it goes awkward neutral, it'll still go down on doing that. So it just meant, so at least when it's on that game plan, then I felt like I needed to just kind of go ahead and rush it and go for something that hits, that's gonna do something strong. Now I should use 6k against that. Very nice, very nice.
Round 2. Ready, go!
Very good.
Round 3. Ready, go! Knockout! Round 4. Ready, go! Knockout!
Good game space time. I like a lot of how that went. Really good battle. Alright, Kumubo, this is gonna be so much fun. League is definitely a good excuse for that, yeah. So, Kwanba Sapphire. I hope you're enjoying the Sapphire. Is that the all button, is that the leverless?
Ready, go! Knockout!
Oh, the room started already, yeah. You'll be able to start when it's after we finish this league, yes. Very nice.
Knockout!
Excellent Kumubo.
Round 3. Ready, go!
Very good. That was excellent using one.
Knockout! Round 4. Ready, go!
This is so much fun. Oh, so good.
Knockout!
So using the stuff that's like ends in mid is really good against Lao.
Ready, go!
And yeah, committing to the hit's really important.
Knockout.
Good game, Kumuro. That was so much fun. That was a lot of fun. Really, really fun. Good game. I like using the high jab back there at the end was perfect. And I always high jab. You have like, it's like you need a keen eye to see it. So I gotta work on that. Cause it's like, it's just so subtle. It's such a subtle high jab. What do I mean by that? I mean, it's the same frame stats as any high jab, but when you evade it, it's easy to just, for that thing to be almost invisible. So you should just assume that it was a high jab if it was invisible when you evade it. Gotta work on that. But she has a lot of stuff that's like low total frames, and so it's really good to understand like the situation when you evade. You gotta have a good eye whenever you evade Aoi. Let's see, so it's the Kwanba. That one seems like it was very customizable, very colorful. All of them are trying to be colorful, or at least the retail ones, and then very like moddable, if I remember correctly. Hey, Amir. It's good to see you, Amir. I think it's Amir, but how are you doing today? I hope you're doing good. Excellent, Sisha. Let's do this. Or Amy, so, but yeah, hope everything's going well, Amy. Good, good.
Round 3. Ready, go!
It is going well for me. Just got a new phone today, very happy about it. Really good game, Sisha. Good stuff. Those rounds were intense. I definitely want Lau back in VF6, but it might be a student of Lau, but I would love Lau to be back in VF6. I got the iPhone 17 Pro. I actually did want an Air, but I had a good deal on the Pro, and I do want a good camera, so I was like, yeah, I'll go with the Pro. So yeah, so I went with the 17 Pro, and I really like it. And actually, I like the form factor, but I haven't tested it with the case yet. I will put a case on it. Not gonna lie, I'm very tempted to get the very expensive tech woven case for it, but I like how it feels without the case. Yeah, RDG Summit's happening now. I know that means that Devil Ray's gonna have to go soon. Yeah, well, they might bring back Lau both as his student, but they might bring back Lau as a cyborg, right? So, cyborg Lau, you know, cyborg Lau, which could be a Durrell Lau, you know, just like you know, other characters. Really good, very good, Whitmer. That was excellent. Really good stuff, Whitmer. That was awesome. Well, RGG is doing a summit before Tokyo Game Show. Delayed 2P plus K. He's not buffering that, but I don't understand that. Okay.
Round 4. Ready, go! Knockout! Round 5. Ready, go!
That was an intense battle, Whitmer. Really, really good game. Thank you very, very much. By the way, everybody can follow Phasercat Games. You could watch Phasercat Games on their stream. I'm going to give a shout out to that. So, let's see. Yeah, so let's go back what people are saying. Tokan says, I really think Lao should come back for VO6. I think they can retcon some things in the story like his aging illness. They can. He can always be cured. The characters are more important than the story. So far, I think I agree. Too many people are Lao loyalists. Plus, if he does die, he deserves a proper send-off in the game. That would be cool. I agree. I think that'd be awesome. Okay, I've collected and sold a bunch of different fight sticks over the time. Able to play.
Ready, go!
Yeah, I'm able to play on all three as well, though mostly competitive on this. So SSJ Gunbuster, awesome nick handle. Let's see what you got. Very nice. Nice backdash game. Okay. Excellent. I like that use of throws and pokes so far. I will be very careful about backdash. Backdash is good, but only if you know I'm going to use a short range poke. Very nice. Okay, so you like space a lot. The backdash might be... I'm just going to assume that you are probably coming from Tekken. Because this is a very kind of similar approach. This is like a very Namco approach. Very nice. Boom. Very nice. Go ahead and take this one. Alright, let's do this, SSJ. Good block. That was a good defense. Very good evade. That was beautiful. I like the evades here. Okay, I think I see what's going on. So, look at that change up. They changed up. That was really good, SSJ. Gunbuster, that was an awesome round. So this round was really cool. Twice, what happened? I would do the Hadouken, 1P with Lao, and I would counter hit, which is not the best, but they got counter hit by it. But they evaded the 2 times I went for the 4P plus K. But then they went for low punch when I didn't, so that was kind of cool. It's kind of cool. I thought that was neat that they changed on 3, meaning they changed after 2, changed on 3, but I think they're an experienced Namco fighter, and I think they're learning their comfort zones in VF, and so keep it up. I think they definitely got skill. They're learning more about VF, right? That said, earlier you might have seen that I defended well up close. That doesn't mean you cannot fight up close. It means you can defend very well up close and you can fight up close. So right now your use of backdash is a liability because you can get blown up for it. But if you learn how to defend up close, I think your skills will come together to be a very nice strong game. You're on a good foundation, Gunbuster. Keep it up. But learn how to fight forward. It is important, and it's going to be like really important. Alright, here we go, nice for Sorko. Very nice. There you go. Really fun.
Round 3. Ready, go!
Alright. Yeah, I want you to start punishing this crouching guard. There you go. You're gonna work on how to punish this crouch guard with Shen. Shen, it's a little tricky. It's something you do have to learn to do. There you go. Really good. All right, now destroy Lao with all that drink.
Ready, go!
Very good. All right, good game. That was exciting. Good stuff, HP StarCraft. Always good stuff. Yeah. Another tool that Shun can use different tools for dealing with crouching. He can do 3P, he can do 6PP, he can also do 6K is actually pretty good. It sets up guessing games. And yeah, keep it up. Alright, Hat Person versus Duran Duran Rio. Let's enjoy that. So Monica said, yeah, they collected and sold a bunch of different fight sticks over the time, able to play competitively on all three main control types. Yep. And I've noticed a lot on how they affect my play depending on controller type and even character dependent. No, I agree. I did. Well, they have their pros and cons, and because of that, they can really affect a lot. So yeah, I do like using all the different control types. So right now we've got this going on. But we're going to see the countdown of the matches counting down. Let's take a look at the RGG stomach though right now. So if you go on Sega's YouTube channel, you can actually watch the RGG Summit right now. And by the way, Amy, thank you very much, Ame. They're talking a lot about the motion capture, and also I think it looks like it's performance capture as well, so like focus on the eyes. So yeah, they're talking about the performances in the Like a Dragon games now. So that was a nice interview of one of the actors. All right, here we go.
Round one.
All right, Duran Rio, let's do this.
Round two. Ready, go! Round three. Ready, go!
Nice. So defensive player, guard break is pretty good if you catch it right. Throws are also good. They're 10 frames, so nice. Oh, could be bigger. Very good. Back throw's good.
Time's up.
All right. Good game, Rio. Good game. Let's see what Rio said here. I didn't see. I'm having fun playing Lao right now. I always start off with, I try to, unless like a bunch of monster players show up in the league, then I'll play a developing character. And Lao is kind of my number 2 right now. So I thought I'd bring in Lao. Because I like to work on a lot of different skills. And there's a lot of skills I like to work on with Lao. Lao really forces you to be pretty sharp. Alright, what messages did I miss here? Move quick, no problem. Have a good rest, and we understand. But thanks a lot for coming in here at Move Quick. I'm really glad you stopped by, though.
Round 1. Ready, go!
Very good. Very good. Oh, I love it. That was beautiful. That was a really fun round.
Round 2. Ready, go!
That was good, Hat Person. Alright, so Chokan said, I've been trying to learn how to use spacing more in VF5 just as an option. That's good. Akai uses spacing and backdash really well in his Pi matches lately. I've seen. That's awesome. Yeah, Akai is good with it. Akai does use it. Akai likes passive options more, and so it is good. Now that said, backdash should be used more, in my mind, actively. Very good. Very good, Hat Person. Alright, good stuff. I am showing you some of the gaps in Jackie's play. Those highs are always something to work around. So he'll have to always manage around his highs.
Ready, go!
Very good. Very good. Excellent. Excellent choice. Excellent. Excellent. All right, here we go. Let's do this. That was a really good. That was a good 4th round.
Round 5. Ready, go!
All right, good game, Hat Person. Good game. But yeah, so to Chokan, keep it up, and it's good experimenting and learning with them and learning how to use it. So you were doing good. If you were the Sarah player, then you were doing pretty good with it. All right, so Amy says, what I've learned so far is that it's important to be purposeful with your move. 100%, yeah. What Chanchai just told the Sarah player is important, but it's also important to think about why you're using an option. Yeah, it's backdash is good at causing certain things to whiff, and if you're, that's its best purpose.
Ready,
Yeah.
go!
Very nice. Very nice. That was really fun, Ray.
Round 2. Ready, go!
That was awesome. Let's see.
Round 3. Ready, go!
Alright, good game, Ray. I love the meaty timing on stun palm. That was excellent. Really, really fun battle. Alright, let's see what everyone's saying. So Monica also said earlier, I think what playing on other controllers helped for me was immediately notice and snuff certain bad habits that I did on autopilot. It is true. And now that I couldn't do them as easily as another, I had to work around that fact. Awesome, yes. Metawatt, good to see you. Hope you're doing really good. I might want to demonstrate Mr. Grand Prix to pass the time in this lobby. Alright, sounds good. Then Amy says, got me curious actually, what lever and buttons are you running right now, Chanchai? I am using golden lever, but golden lever for the lever, and I'm using Crown 202s for the buttons right now. This is my fast Virtua Fighter build for the golden lever. It's kind of like it's a light medium throw with really light tension, and yeah, that's its main characteristics. The throw is short, medium short. I said light medium, but short, medium short. So it's just shy of like a medium throw, but it's maybe slightly bigger than a Sanwa throw. But it uses but it's really low tension. It has easier diagonals actually, but I actually tuned my spacing settings for it to have slightly harder diagonals. But this lever, you're gonna go pretty far in the throw pretty easily, so you're gonna hit those corners pretty easily on this one. Whereas on my tighter throw one has a much smaller sense of diagonal. But this one you'll definitely get to it. For somebody that uses Korean levers though, this will feel like a tight throw, but it's not a tight throw for someone that plays like Japanese levers. Golden levers are awesome. Yeah, I can't really budget as well anymore, but I really love them a lot. I think they were worth it for me. But I also is a fight stick collector, so you know, while I was in collector mode, it worked out for me. But I always found myself playing the golden lever all the time, even though I do have other levers that I use. No, Sanwa setup's amazing, and Sanwa on VF is wonderful. Definitely the best like bang for your buck for especially for VF. Tekken, it might be tougher. Alright, here we go, Hunkbox. I'm gonna come at you pretty hard, but I'm gonna try a new strategy against you right now. That was good. That was intense. Man, it goes just right into it. Can't look for a stance transition. Just straight into it. Good game. Yeah, it's like I'm like the 6K is gonna be what I use. Good games, everyone. That was good battles. Very good games. Okay, awesome. Be good to have you here, Monica. All right, congratulations, Ray. Congratulations, Monica. That was awesome. And also Kumabo and Evoid as well. This is really good. Special shout outs to Whitmer, to HV Starcraft, and Hackperson. Good stuff, everyone. All right, we're going to do a few warm-up matches, probably about 10 minutes. So on the 50-minute mark, we will start the next league battle. We will start the next league battle on the 50-minute mark. I know that a lot of people want to be watching the RGG Summit. Looks like they're on a hiatus right now, on a break. So it's probably actually, the summit will probably actually start in about 20 minutes. Nope, they're active. They're live. So yeah.
Round one. Ready?
But I see no subtitles right now. I'm sad. Let me see if we... Nope. So I guess during the live portion there's no subtitles, but for pre-recorded segments there are. SSJ Gunbuster, it was really good to have you here. Good games. Had a good time. We will have more battles coming up, but really appreciate you joining us here, and hope you can still participate. Yeah, Devil Ray, have a good one, and also look forward to the product of your work. So enjoy RGG Summit. All right, Hugbox, hope to see you in League 2, but we understand if not. Any quick tips? So Hat Person, your Jackie is good. That said, on some of the strings, just watch if the opponent is going to try to punish the highs on Jackie strings. If they do, then you switch to more single move options, but that can be tricky how to do that. Stuff like, but like what you're doing is great. You have a very good game. I like that you identified the stance and you did the guard break sequence, kick, guard, kick. You did try to throw, if I remember, so that's good. It's good. A player like me, though, catching with throws, usually when I'm going to evade, or you delay the throw so that I don't duck directly under the timing where it would be 10 frames. So a player like me, this is a tip to Hugbox as well, is that if you want to try to throw a player like me, you kind of actually sometimes use delay timing if I've been ducking it. If I haven't been ducking it, by all means, throw. But if I have been ducking it, then you got to delay it a little if you want to go that route. Jackie can also use 1P to kind of crack that a little, but the way that I play, I kind of try to react block the 1P, even though that's hard to do. But your Jackie's on good footing. It's just you do have all the tools, so keep it up. Keep it up. Let's spar some more, and we'll just keep making you sharper and sharper. But yeah, enjoy that RGG stream. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun tonight, and I'm always happy that you're here, so thank you very much for always stopping by and hanging out with us during the dojo sessions. I know tonight's a special event, so for anyone that's watching the RGG Summit, I think that's really cool. I think I'm watching it on the side as well, even though I'm not listening to it. But yeah, we'll chat with you soon, and you can tell us what you thought about it too. So I do think that SSJ Gunbuster is referencing two animes, right? SSJ is a reference to Super Saiyan from Dragon Ball, and then Gunbuster is Gunbuster. So I think they are referencing two very popular anime during the 80s and 90s, but Gunbuster I believe is 90s. So yeah, Gunbuster is awesome.
Round three. Ready, go!
I think I told people that when I was really young, my handle on bulletin board services, which was even before the internet, was Vegeta. So yeah, I used to go by Vegeta. I am the most Vegeta-like person there is. No, I'm just kidding. But I really did like the character Vegeta, so.
Ring out.
But I think everybody that likes Vegeta, for a lot of people that like Vegeta, is because they probably like Trunks. I think Trunks is what makes a lot of people like Vegeta. You know, ironic, but yeah. But there was another type that loves Vegeta, of course. You know, everybody wants a bad boy, so.
Round one. Ready, go!
Zack Attack, awesome to have you here. Everybody bringing out the Sarah, excellent. I'm not expecting Virtua Fighter news to come out at the RGG Summit because they're doing a Virtua Fighter event tomorrow night at this time. So tomorrow night, 24 hours from now, you should be watching Sega's channel, the Virtua Fighter channel, because there will be Virtua Fighter news tomorrow. Yeah. So because of that, I'm not expecting any at the RGG Summit. I'm expecting just to tell people to watch tomorrow for Virtua Fighter. Yeah, no problem, Noodle. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be really, really awesome. But I do think it's worth checking out RGG stuff. Like, I really want to see the Stranger Than Heaven stuff. Stranger Than Heaven looks so cool. Like, the atmosphere, showing that side of Japan during those eras, those years, I think is so cool. And I love the music and the soundtracks. I really like the music choices in the soundtrack. I love the in the trailer. I love both trailers for Stranger Than Heaven, so I'm very interested in the game. It looks so good, yeah. So tonight we're gonna be watching more stuff about Stranger Than Heaven, unless they showed it already. But right now, what I'm seeing is more Like a Dragon stuff right now. In the chat, even the chat on YouTube is really excited. This is what's crazy, right? I'm watching the YouTube feed, and the YouTube English feed is really, really hopping on the RGG Summit. That is a generation change. I'm sure that the Twitch, of course we know that the Twitch feed is going to be really, really busy, but I'm telling you, you can look at both feeds and see a lot of activity both on the YouTube as well as on the Twitch for the RGG Summit. Super Robot Wars is so cool. It's like that is a series that really made the Game Boy really, really cool too. All right, what time is it right now? Okay, after this game, we'll start the next league battle. I am going to take a break. I'm going to watch the matches with everybody, and then I'll join after that. But I'm going to get some nourishment during while we watch the matches. Yeah, Super Robot Wars is cool. I mean, well, the reason I know about it was I would go to Thailand quite a bit in the 90s, and so I'd see a lot of the Japanese games that were available that I wish we had. So when I saw Front Mission in Thailand, I was like, oh, why don't we have Front Mission in America? And then I saw all the SD Gundam stuff, all the Super Deformed Gundam stuff, all the merchandise, and then they had a game, and that was Super Robot Wars. And Super Robot Wars would not come into the West until like late during the Game Boy Color's life. Like I think it was the end of the Game Boy Color era when Super Robot Wars finally came to the West. So yeah. Yeah, Seabass is here. Seabass doing good. By the way, Sebastian, good to have you here. We got good representation from Mexico. It's awesome. Welcome back, Zaneta. It's so good to have you here. Kumobo bringing out the Eileen. Excellent. Kusano is here with the wolf. No, Sebastian, come back. Let's see if Sebastian crashed. Hopefully they'll come back.
Knockout.
I'll be back in soon, but I'm gonna skip this particular league battle. This particular league battle I will skip, but I'll be back in participating in the others for more training. But I also do like to show other people's matches too. Sebastian is back, yay! The connection looks good. Let's hope that connection keeps looking good, my friend. Awesome, awesome. So, how do I pronounce it? I keep doing it as, I can think of it as Amy, I can think of it as Ame, I can think of it as Amir. So, how would you like me to pronounce your name so that I don't keep butchering it and changing it just to try not to offend? Call it Aim, like Ames? Ami? But yeah. Ooh, Super Robot War Y, see. Okay, Ame. Okay, yes, Ame it is. Awesome, Ame. Good to have you. So, yes, Ame. Alright, we're gonna start the next league battle now. Good luck, have fun, everybody. This should be a lot of fun. I'm gonna go get a snack really quick, because I kind of feel the need for that right now. Let's hope this doesn't crash. Let's hope the replay can view.
Round one.
All right, it's looking good. All right, I'll be right back.
Knockout. Round two. Ready, go! Knockout. Round three. Ready, go! Ring out.
My body is an unstoppable weapon.
Knockout! Round 2. Ready, go! Knockout! Round 3. Ready, go! Knockout! Round 4. Ready, go! Knockout! Round 1. Ready, go!
All right. Yes. 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 Ha, ha.
Knockout! Round 2. Ready, go! Ring out!
I do like Sebastian's wild way of playing too. It's good stuff.
Round 3.
Keep it up, Duran Duran. Keep it up, Sebastian.
Knockout!
I've got the advantage. You've got nothing.
Okay, so I was just like really intrigued by this teaser that they were showing, but it was so vague about what it was. It looks like they're making an online, like a web video for that's like a leading up to Yakuza 3's like Kiwami 3. So it's like, okay, that's cool. but I was just like, what is this? Like, I see these characters, I see the classic like cast, but they're different actors, so it's like, okay. So that's cool that they're doing that. Wolf is definitely an experience, but he will force you to guess. A good wolf will. Definitely, all of us got to play more with the South American and Latin American folks in general. I had a blast. I had a blast recently playing with some of them. So I had a session with Soya Kai, and let me see, what was the name of my friend here?
Knockout. Round 2. Ready, go!
Yeah, Groville, the session with Groville was really good with Soyo Kai, and Groville and I got to go over a lot of topics, and they got sharper as they played. Like, they have a good game, so you know, it was good to fight against two Argentine players, and definitely want to play with more of them, with more of South America and Latin America as a whole.
Round 3. Ready, go!
Laferis is a lot of fun to fight against too. I really loved fighting Laferis, so I'm looking forward to the next time we fight. So on the, you felt that Groville got sharper after we sparred. You can watch it on my YouTube channel in the live section, where I had a session with Groville, and I gave him I let him know that he should be more confident because he's actually quite strong. Just need to be more confident in his play. It does help to learn damaging combos because that gives you a win condition to go for, which gives you a strategic direction. Which character are you playing against? Playing as again, Jin Heine. Jim. If it's Shun, I couldn't remember which combos to do though. Shun has a lot of stuff that is strong. With Leon, okay, yeah, with Leon. Leon is very situational, but generally the easiest way to do a combo with Leon is to do his uppercut, and then after the uppercut you have a variety of ways to do combo with Leon. I like to do back, forward, punch and kick at the same time, punch again, and then down or up and punch, which is, and if you can do that, then you can do forward, forward, kick, kick after that. So uppercut into the back, forward punch string, and then finishing with up and punch or down and punch. I know that's confusing in words. And then into forward, forward, kick, kick. I'll try to write it down for you.
Round 1. Ready, go! Knockout! Round 2. Ready, go! Knockout! Round 3. Ready, go! Knockout! Round 4. Ready, go!
All right, hope that helps, Jim Haney. That's kind of the summary of what to do with Leon. Getting good at landing this uppercut and doing the combo, you can practice it against the computer, and it's very strong.
Knockout!
You'll never be a match for me.
Let's see. Thanks for letting me know that you had trouble with Zack Attack's connection. I can't remember what my connection is like with Zack Attack. But yeah.
Round 1. Ready, go! Knockout!
It's fun looking at this Majima actor for the short film they're working on.
Round 2. Ready, go!
It's easy to lose confidence in VF, but that's also why it's important to remain positive, though. You know, the game is about decisions, and we are just as likely, you know, it's easy for us to make good decisions, it's easier for us to make bad decisions. It's easy for the opponent to make better decisions in the moment, and it's just something that we deal with. But those decisions, we should try not to feel so bad about them when we make the wrong choice. We just need to keep calibrating, you know. So sometimes we can make a critically good decision that can be worth more than a lot of small bad decisions. But sometimes we need to make a bunch of small good decisions to win too. So it's one of those things where it's just a decision. Trying to be perfect is too hard. Trying to be fluid and trying to be flexible can lead to a lot of victories.
So, who's next?
So there's a very strong mental game for all of these competitive games. And so, you know, there's this wonderful book in the tennis world called The Mental Game of Tennis. Hugely influential for people that play tennis, but it's good even for people that don't play tennis. Similarly, in chess, there's a book about self-improvement called How to Reassess Your Chess by Jeremy Silman. It's a really good book too. It's for chess, but even people that don't play chess could get some wisdom out of it. But yeah, we'll try to keep working with Groville. Again, the confidence is important, but also just being honest with yourself, but being willing to accept and then moving forward, keep it up. All right. Oh, this is gonna be exciting watching Ria's and Whitmer's pie go at it.
Ready, go!
Sometimes the chat in some of these panels are funny because the chat will say, "I want to see more games, less people." It's like you're watching a panel, dude.
Knockout! Round 2. Ready, go!
Akira is actually Akira can be quite difficult to play as. Not gonna lie, I like it though. I like it. It's a very different way of playing. Akira is really cool because he's a different kind of character. You can switch to Jeffrey right now. Like between rounds, you can go to a player menu and change your active character.
Ready, go!
So Ame says, do you have any advice on how to feel less bad and less frustrated about bad choices? I feel personally that is my biggest weakness as a player. You know, I think the best way to overcome that is to do something like a lot and just get numb to it. But that's me. What I mean is that a lot of times it's the person that has less experience and the person that is like like a lot of really good artists, they just draw like a ton, right? And they don't mind throwing away the stuff they draw. And then someone like me who didn't draw that much, I might value each drawing a little too much, and I might draw not enough, and I might want every drawing to be really good. But when you play VF, like a lot of the strongest players are guys that have played like an insane amount. They don't stop because they lost. They just keep playing like a ton, right? They're the type that's like, if they lose badly, they're more likely to play again. If they stop, it's not like a huge break. It's like a 10-minute, go get some fresh air, then come back and fight. So a lot of times it's like doing a lot of reps, and before you know it, it's just another rep. And decisions are like that too, especially in a game. In any kind of game, a lot of the decisions you have to make are just reps that you just do a lot until they become more natural to do, until they become disposable. When it's disposable is when it's really good, right? The person trying to land like that one really good launcher is much harder to do that than to just kind of just do them and not care, and then just mix it up with like throw and not care, you know. And then when both options feel disposable, less special, they're a lot easier to do, and then you don't worry so much. And then you can see with this high volume of activity, you start to see the risk and reward. Like you measure it that way. You're like, well, okay, I did this, but now it affected the way they played. So you're not just looking at the result; you're looking at the net effect. The net effect could be, yeah, okay, I won or I lost with this, but it could also be now this person is working around it or not, but you gain information. So this is a case where I do think we should be mindful on things that we do, but at the same time, sometimes we can be too mindful, and sometimes we do need to just let it be data. Just let it be less personal. Let it be something you just do. And then you work with the information that comes from that. That's my advice on that. The fear of a bad decision is because you're trying to make every decision a really good one. Eventually you learn just by making a decision, you can work with whatever it is, even when it's a bad one. You can make a better decision later because of the bad decision that was made earlier. but you got to get there. So you just got to keep playing, right? So that's my advice about it, is that most of the people that are afraid to make a bad decision is because they don't make many decisions. The people that are afraid to fail in opportunities because they didn't try enough to go after opportunities. The person that didn't is the person that's like, a lot of people that are really, a lot of champions that I know have definitely lost a lot. They might not like to admit it, but they've definitely lost a ton, and they've definitely learned a lot through wins and losses. It wasn't all, even if they're the personality type to only talk about the wins, there was a lot of wins and losses on the way. So in this case, I think volume helps. I hope that makes sense, but that's my advice, because a lot of people most of the time I see people afraid to do something, because some people are afraid of failure, but it's like, but some people just don't care because they've done it a lot and gone through and realize it's not so bad, but then they're excited to get to success. So that's the other reason for the positivity. Oh, Medawatt, no problem. Have a good night and rest well. But thanks a lot for stopping by. I do appreciate you. And next time you'll be able to swap. Yeah. Our pleasure. I'm really happy that the Rock Reaper has been awesome in this chat, so I'll repeat what they said. They said to Ame, yeah, be objective about your play, but don't flail. Use your bad habits when you see them as traps. For your opponent, it's data to be used to adjust your play as needed, 100%. So yeah, no problem. Yeah, like, don't be so hard on yourself. Like, we really mean it. Like, don't be hard on yourself for your bad choices. And do cheer on your good choices because you want more of those. But what you do is you let the bad choices still at least inform your good choices, and sometimes they inform bad choices too. But you know, it's what you got to work with. But if you dwell on the negative, that's when I see people not want to play, want to quit, get upset, and it's like, you might be ignoring how much I play. Like, they'll want to blame our different amount of time put in, and there's something to that, but really it's within them, you know? You can't really blame me for me being stronger necessarily. I mean, you could, but you can still get strong fast, and you can still stand on the shoulders of people that have experience because you're learning from their experience. There is some transfer. It's not complete, but there is something to that, meaning we teach the game better now than we did 10 years ago. We can isolate better what is the difference in the decisions, and we're teaching a bit better. So this is a good time to learn, and you're on a faster curve because you're standing on the shoulders of others, and there's nothing wrong with that. So, yeah, you know, you're on an accelerated path because other people blazed the trail. Yeah, but don't be afraid to fail. Just do stuff. Like, honestly, yeah, Nike, just do it. So, and if it doesn't work, just keep trying. Try and try again. Just keep trying. You know, and don't beat yourself up over it. Just, you know, but just try to focus on how to do better. And it can be frustrating. Frustrating is okay, but don't let it paralyze you. Don't let it stop you. It's true that you can play a ton and not improve a ton. It's also true that you're fighting other people that are trying to improve as well. You know, if you're playing multiplayer, some people need single player because of that too, and I get it. And I think I actually train the game on single player a lot too, so I think it's fine if you want to train on single player. This is a fun battle between these two. My connection did get worse to Jim Haney, that's okay. Yeah, so the thing about that is, I think this is one of the hard parts for people that came from Tekken playing VF, is they expect it to be a straight transfer of skill. into a result. They expect the results to transfer. Here's the truth. Tekken and Virtua Fighter have a lot in common, but the order that you learn things is reverse. In Tekken, you have to kind of dominate with frames and spacing before you can get to guessing games. Virtua Fighter, you kind of have to, well, you got to use those too, but you got to understand the guessing game right away in VF. Tekken, when you want to get to the super higher level, then you will have to eventually understand the guessing there. But there's so much before that in Tekken. And then in VF, that guessing is just right at the very front. And then just like Tekken, right away you want to be able to, not right away, but whiff punishing comes fast in Tekken, and guard punish comes fast in Tekken. VF, they can come later. They can come fast, but they're harder to do actually. The whiff punish is harder to do in VF. But the stronger you get at VF, the more that skill comes up, and you will start to use it, and it will become very powerful. So all the skills that Tekken players have that play Tekken at a high level, they will get to use those skills, but there's a lot of things they got to learn first in Virtua Fighter just because the games are learning in an opposite order. But once you learn how to manage the guessing, manage the risk reward, eventually you'll get to the place where the Tekken skills are really strong. And they're very strong. But yeah, VF is a different game and Tekken's a different game. Yeah. You can definitely ask Hernan for tech for Brad. Joe though and Assassin also. And you can of course watch Ito-shun. Brad is awesome. Brad typically is a defensive character. Okay, no problem, Jim Haney. I see. Understand. It's too bad. But I'm glad that you were able to join us though, Jim Haney.
Knockout. Round 2. Ready, go!
Hey, no problem. Our pleasure. Our pleasure, Ami. So, TG God says, hey Chanchai, you got any advice for someone going through a character crisis? It's totally fine to play any character you like. It's totally fine to change characters in Virtua Fighter. It's actually good to play a bunch of different characters in this game, actually, at some point. You know, obviously, you can always focus on one at a time, but you can also play around a little and let yourself just have fun playing other characters. Try it out in single player mode, in arcade mode, or against training mode. They're all good. And this game, there's a lot you can learn. So, what is your character crisis, TG God? But I definitely recommend playing the character that you have fun with, for sure. I honestly think it's just mainly because when it comes to video games, the motivation is like you have to bring the motivation. Other activities you might have had to pay, right? If you join the golf club, well, you're paying a lot of money, so you better use it. If you join a martial arts studio or even a fight gym, you paid money, you better use it. But when it comes to video games, it's kind of like you need to really bring that motivation on yourself. So having fun with the characters is very, very helpful for that. But when you are very serious, and if you know you're serious, then yes, you can focus on the character. And if you're having fun with goals and stuff. I see. So the chat is cutting off the right. Yeah, I'll try to adjust it. It's been weird with something, but I'll try to adjust it one sec here. See if I can fix that here. I'll add it.
Round 2. Ready, go!
I think this will work. Let's try it this way. Alright, how is this chat looking now? Is it complete or incomplete? I have to pull it up on a different browser to kind of see it better.
Knockout.
It's still cut off, isn't it? That's crazy.
Round 3. Ready, go!
Let's see how that works. That's crazy.
Excellent.
Let me see how this works. This
Round
looks.
4. Ready, go!
It's still. That's nuts. I wonder how it does that. It's this. Okay, I'll have to reinstall some kind of chat box module because it's the chat box I installed.
Round 5.
Has to do with that.
Ready, go!
Thanks for the heads up on that. It's because of the way it installed a certain module. I'll have to reinstall it another time. Yeah.
Knockout. I'm number 1.
All right, congratulations all. All right, congratulations again, Ray. Kasano, awesome. Congrats on second, and Ultra Sebastian on third. That was awesome. Keep it up. You guys go ahead and spar and have fun with it. A lot of people are having fun tonight watching the RGG Summit. It's quite interesting, and there's a lot of good stuff. I do these leagues every Tuesday. Every Tuesday I do these leagues. I do want to do more, but there's been a lot of stuff I've been working on right now. But every Tuesday night I do these, and usually I do them for like many hours. Tonight I might call it early, just tonight, because we've got this RGG Summit. I think a lot of people really want to watch it, and I think I am also going to just kind of get some rest and work on I'm going to wake up early in the morning to work on some projects. So tonight I might call it early tonight. But I do these every Tuesday night, and usually these go for, like, from this point, usually about 2 to 3 more hours. But I think tonight everybody's really excited for this. And reminder to everybody, tomorrow night they are going to cover Virtua Fighter, and that's going to be awesome too. So yeah. Also, I'm going to try to fix my Twitch stream to fix this module, or reinstall or uninstall and reinstall Chatbox properly. But this Chatbox has definitely done weird things, so yeah. Okay, I will check the message as soon as I can, Nova. Thanks so much for the heads up. And no problem. Yeah, no problem. Generally, you know, if I could start these sessions earlier, I would. But the problem is I've got a lot of times I have like family stuff that I do, and usually I'm taking care of my kids, like making sure they have dinner and stuff before I do this. So that's why the time I do it is at the time I do, which is 7:30 Pacific time, but 10:30 on the East Coast. I'm on the West Coast, so you know, you can imagine my kids eating at around 5:30 or 6. My daughter has music lessons, and then making sure the family's good before I start the stream. But yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, gonna have fun with the project, but I am also gonna rest tonight. I'm feeling very tired today. But everyone, thanks so much, and we will be back on. You know, next Tuesday we're definitely on. The Tuesday after that's a little trickier because Tuesday after that we will be gone during Los Angeles gathering, during LAG, because I will be in Los Angeles on the Tuesday. So next week we have CHANCHAI'S Dojo. The week after that, on October 7th, we will be on break because I will be in Los Angeles for LA gathering. But yeah, that said, it's gonna be a blast. And then we got Portland Retro Game Expo coming up, and honestly, that tournament has cash prizes. Not only does it have a good cash prize, it's also going to be streamed. So Portland Retro Game Expo's Virtua Fighter tournament will be streamed, and FC Racer will be a commentator on it. I'm really happy that he's going to be the commentator for the event. I think Ebonic Plague will also probably be commentating and emceeing during that time. So it's going to be a fun tournament at Portland Retro Game Expo. I need to double check what their schedule is, but I do know they're going to be on stream. It is going to be on stage, and the committee has put a good cash prize for that tournament. All right. Thank you very much, Reaper. I wish you could go too, but I'm really happy that you were able to go to Combo Breaker. I think it's really awesome that you've been able to also have an awesome part of this amazing Virtua Fighter year that is 2025. So 2025 is a weird year, but when it comes to Virtua Fighter, it's been a good year for Virtua Fighter. And I'm really glad you've been able to celebrate parts of it too, especially at Combo Breaker, man. So... yeah, and Evo too, right? No, it's Combo Breaker.
Round 3.
I'm trying to remember. Were you at both? I thought you were only at one. But yeah, no, it's good stuff. It's this year so crazy that a lot of events are starting to blend in for me. I know. So I wish you could go, but yeah, it would have been amazing. Combo Breaker is worth it though, man. A lot of people are planning for Combo Breaker next year. And I think Pacific Northwest might have some people going to Combo Breaker next year. We'll see. We'll talk more about that later. So yeah, everyone, thank you so much. Everyone have a good one. Sorry that tonight we're gonna close this one up a bit early, but I appreciate you all. And the dojos will continue to go strong and go pretty late in the future. It's only tonight that I'm gonna call it a bit early. But don't forget, right now, the RGG Direct just finished, actually. But I think a lot of people are catching up on it. And they are, yeah. Go figure. But anyhow, everyone have a good one. I'll catch you later. Cheers. I might, if I don't sleep, I'll let people know in the Discord in case anybody wants to do some session or something, but I'm honestly thinking I'm gonna sleep and do projects, so. Alright, Kusano, that was an awesome win. Good battle, you two. Excellent stuff. Good seeing Kumubo working on the Eileen. Eileen is a very fun character.
Beautiful.
Alright, y'all have a good one and take care. And we're gonna find someone to raid. This was a lot of fun. Thanks for all the support. Everyone's just been so awesome. LD Wells, thanks for the raid. FC Racer, thanks for the subscription. And let us do the raid now. Let's restructure to this. What is going on?
More than it hurts me.
You know what you're getting yourself into.
Round 1. Ready, go! Knockout! Round 2. Ready, go!
Start up a new raid here.
Knockout. Round 3. Ready, go!
Alright, you know what? Let's have fun. I'm gonna send you guys to J-Chan for It Is Tuesday. So let's have fun with that. J-Chan is a really wonderful person. I got to meet him because he came into town for Portland Retro Game Expo about 2 years ago because they always do Tetris. And so it was really, really cool to sit down and just chat and hang out with them. When I got into the locals, I wasn't sure if it was him. I was just like, who's that person that looks like J-Chan? And I was like, oh, it's J-Chan. So, but it was a really fun time. We were chatting about Virtua Fighter quite a bit, actually. But yeah, good games all. Thank you very much. And you all have a good one. All right, here we go. Jim Hinney, it's okay.
Round 1. Ready, go! Knockout. Round 2. Ready, go!
Oh, awesome. We got a lot of fairies in here. Let's watch this.